Your perspective in the middle of the defense, what are some qualities that make a slot receiver or a guy who's going to play that position particularly dangerous or tough to cover? Qualities that make that guy fit that spot?
I think when you think of the slot, the slot position or even the tight end position, line up at that number 2 receiver spot, you want to think of how fast can he threaten the seam, and that's speed at first. And then, depending on the type of teams they're playing and the bubble routes, stuff like that, a guy who's shifty, who can make guys miss in space. I mean, all those things are things you kind of think about and you look at, on film and stuff like that. But, definitely speed, quickness, shifty, all those things. Being able to win with their one-on-one battles. I mean, those are big for a slot receiver, I think. The middle of the field is dangerous, and that's where you hit all the the windows and the zone coverages and stuff like that. So,
how well does Hamilton fit that bill? I mean, he's done a lot of work there as well.
He's at a spectacular camp. I mean, he's playing at a really, really high level right now. I think he's going to have the best season of his career this year. So, really proud of him. He's works his butt off. He's the hardest working receiver in that room. So, there's really no surprise there. So, really happy for him and really excited for him.
You were answering Mike's question about the attention and people here at practice. What was it like 3 years ago when you were a freshman? Is it the same thing?
I think that it's the intensity and the hype around practice and the excitement to come out here. It's definitely raised a level. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I mean, when I was a freshman, it was there and it was coming from a lot of guys, but it wasn't coming from everybody. And the difference is now it's coming from everybody. All 105 guys out here, completely bought in and are out here to compete and get better. And I think that when you look from 1 down to 105 and you see every single person out here ready to compete and ready to come out here and play at a high level, that's when the whole team buys in and you see the success.
Mike, how helpful has Coach Ronnie been to your development, since he's come over as the tight ends coach? And
yeah,
what does he do, from your perspective, just what does he do really well as a coach? Yeah,
Coach Ronnie's done an unbelievable job coaching not only myself but the entire tight end group. He's a guy that has focused so much on the little things and the technique, and I honestly can't say enough about him, to be honest. He's even in the meeting rooms, we're always joking around. We have a great relationship with him, so it's fun to come out here and play for a guy like that. And you come in and you trust everything he's saying. You're not second guessing anything. You're not saying my way is better than that. And even I could catch it's supposed to be a 12-yard route, but I run it to 11, catch it, and still take it 60 for a touchdown. You didn't get the full, you didn't get the full rotation. You didn't get the 12 yards. I know 60. That's not what it's about. It's all the little things. So I think him focusing on that, it makes the bigger product that much better.
Who's the playmaker this year? Mike Hull previously was the guy who had a nose for the ball. Brandon Bell kind of had a nose for the ball, making turnovers. Is there a guy that stepped up this year?
From the defensive side of the ball?
From the defensive side of the ball.
I think there's a lot of guys. That's the thing. I think that's what's so great about it is the production is so spread out, and there's so many guys who are reliable, who are continuing to make plays. Marcus, you see Manny Bowen, Cohen making plays, Sharif making plays. There's guys really all over the field, Amani, Christian Campbell, Grant Haley. So, from that standpoint, I think we're really confident with the guys that we got out there and the fact that we got a lot of playmakers right now on both sides of the ball.
We've heard a lot about the emphasis on turnovers for you guys. Are you taking that next step? Are you guys getting their hands on footballs?
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's tough because our offense does a really good job of protecting the football. They've done a really good job all camp long, really, both Trace and Tommy and those guys. So it's tough, but I think the thing is, when it comes your way and you get a gift, you got to come down with it. And that's kind of one thing that we're working through right now. And so many guys are getting extra ball drills, getting extra jobs, all those things. Because when you get the opportunity to come down with an INT, you got to make it. So that's definitely emphasis for us and a room where we can improve.